Thumbs up.
Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamescast, episode 342. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinside.
Hello.
And as always, Tony Kokernakis.
Persona!
Dude,
Fucking my boy Ryuji.
I find myself standing up whenever I battle in that game. I don't know why, but whenever, okay, so I'm sitting down, I lay down here, I play through the story, I'm unwinding down after Palace 5 right now, and I went to Mementos in the game, and then I stood up and I started battling things again. I'm just I noticed, and I'm wait, I'm pacing while I battle. It's amazing. And it's not even that complicated of a battle system. You just find yourself I gotta find the weakness, I gotta do this, I gotta watch out for this, I gotta go. It's so you're just, it's very old fashioned, but it's still because no games really use this anymore. It's it's good. But
yep.
Anyways, we've got a lot of gaming news to talk about. Let's get started with what we've been up to. As we mentioned, Tony and I were in the middle of Persona 5. How many hours in are you?
70 something right now.
I'm at 51.
I'm assuming I'm at the end of the game. I think there might be one more thing I need to do.
There's one reviewer is talking about that. It took them 80 hours, their first playthrough.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love this game, but there definitely could have been a lot more streamlining or straight up cut stuff because,
yeah,
I think it's overstaying its welcome a little bit. I don't know. I guess I
took the entire weekend off, so.
Yeah. See, I don't want to get too into it, but it's kind of to the point where I'm trying to play it because I feel if I stop playing it, I won't go back to it for a long time. Persona 4.
I was teetering on this, and this is why I'm so happy I didn't open Mario Kart yet because I just need to finish this game. I need to focus and get it done.
Exactly.
So.
And I think which is unfortunate is you're going from big game to big game to big game, and so sometimes
I told Tony. I told Tony the other day in chat. I said, "This is when I finish this game, I'm just playing Forza and Mario Kart. I'm playing small shit for the rest of the summer. The rest of the summer. So I don't even plan on playing Nier. I plan on playing Nier. So
I think I don't know.
I just don't see myself playing it. So I'm gonna play I'm talking I am gonna play more Breath of the Wild. I'm going to play Forza, finish that up. I'm going to probably end up playing Doom at some point, and then.
What do you have left to do in Breath of the Wild?
Oh, there's tons of shrines. There's a whole bunch of areas that I left. I mean, I played through and I wanted to finish the story when I wanted to finish it. Now I want to go back now and explore more of the world that I missed.
Exactly. It's
some guy 100% of the game in under 40 hours.
Yeah,
that was insane. I don't understand how the fuck that happened. What? It doesn't even make, dude. It doesn't even make sense. You think there's 900 Koroxis. Just a rate of how many you can find per hour is insane.
Yeah.
That's over 20 per hour that you have to find it. Not to mention, if that's just what you were doing. I don't understand how that's possible.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But
I mean, that's 5 every 15 minutes.
What's the speed run down to 45 minutes now on that?
No, under 40 hours.
No, speed run. I'm saying what's the speed run record?
40 hours.
No.
He's talking about just no.
I'm saying what's the speed
100%.
run? Yeah, not 100%. I'm talking about the speed run. Is it 45 minutes?
Any
right
percent.
Now?
Any percent.
I think it's 45 minutes now.
Yeah, I think it's 45 minutes, which is still kind of crazy long.
I'd love to see that. You have to do those first few, but I guess there's an exploit somebody found.
Stuff,
what?
No, the speedrun's all about finding glitches and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So, all right, Tony, continuing what you've been up to, Mario Kart, right?
So yeah, I've actually played three new Switch games. So Puyo Pop X Tetris or Puyo Tetris, I think, whatever it's called in America. Got that in. Unfortunately, that came out the same week as Mario Kart, which was a little unfortunate because I think it's
But I think it's also, isn't it cheaper on the PlayStation 4?
Yeah, digitally, but it's only available digitally.
Okay.
If you buy it on eShop digitally, it's the same price as the PS4 version.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay.
You get
that's the confusing part for me because I was why is this game now coming out?
You get these keychains though, for the
$10 for keychains.
No, I'm not paying $10. I'll get the digital version of the game.
Yeah. So that's fun. I actually played a couple levels in adventure mode because I was adventure mode, that's weird. What is this about? But apparently, Puyo Pop has had adventure modes for years or iterations. Oh man, the voice acting is so grating. They're always this high, and I was oh, okay, I'll bear this.
Have you guys? Whatever happened to Bubble Bobble? Remember that game? I kind of suddenly want to play that game.
somebody has a license to it, and they're just being dicks about it.
Damn it!
I always
Puyo
confuse
Puyo
those
just made
two,
me think
Puyo Puyo and Bubble Bobble thing.
Yeah.
I always thought they were the same game.
Nah. So I played that. That's fun. I really do like the mode where like you're playing Puyo Puyo for a while, and then it just switches to
it back and forth.
Yeah, switches. But that's pretty cool. I played this other game called Kamiko on the eShop. It's a $5 title, and it's pretty cool for what it is for, like, again, $5. It's like it's a very light roguelike in the sense that it's kind of like a very simplistic 8-bit-ish. I don't want to say true 8-bit, but it's in like retro style graphics. And there's 3 playable characters, and there's only like 4 levels, I think. And it's just kind of like you have to unlock certain things to advance to the boss, and then you get to the next level and stuff like that. It's a very like speedrunner friendly game because like the game straight up tells you how many minutes it took to beat each level and stuff like that. And again, there's 3 characters, nothing too deep. There's minimal story. It's kind of like go here, do this puzzle, like get this key over here, and then you fight the boss, and so on and so forth. It's a really cool system. The first playthrough I had with the one character, it only took 45 minutes, which again, is like about an hour. But I still have the 2 other characters, and supposedly something happens if you beat it with all 3. So cool. That was a nice little like bite-sized game because I didn't bring my PlayStation 4 the one time to my parents, so I just like played that for a bit. And then obviously Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is awesome. Basically the Wii U game, but better, and the battle mode is
1080p,
awesome.
All of DLC plus new battle mode stages and new characters.
Battle mode is awesome. I've been playing a lot of that.
It's real battle mode now. I mean, it's not
true arena battle mode.
Too bad they don't release that for DLC for Wii U, but Wii U owners get the big finger from Nintendo.
Well, there's only so many of them, so
yeah, they're not
still more than
that
Switch
many
owners
people.
right now.
For right now.
For now.
Yeah, well, there's still more.
Yeah.
You could say that about a lot of systems, though. I mean, there's still a lot more PS2 owners than anything else right now, so.
Is that true still?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it may not work, but sure.
Nobody's getting Nobody's getting a 155. Nobody's getting. Is it 155? Yeah, it's 155.
155, and DS is at 150. So.
And nobody's getting a 155. There's not enough life cycle anymore.
Well, I still think they shouldn't have that be available to them for extra, even.
Did you buy the DLC last time?
No, because I played that game for all of 10 minutes with other people, then I got tired of it.
Shit.
Oh, okay. But you're going to bitch about not having DLC. Okay, cool.
No, it's the principle of it.
Damn.
He's speaking for the people, Tony.
Oh, the people.
All of
those people.
Right.
That guy over there? Huh?
Okay. The people.
Yeah, for you. Oh, man.
Whatever. Just keep buying the same game over and over again because you like Nintendo. That's what everyone likes to do.
No, I get that.
No,
Mike, I get your point of the port stuff. I get it. But there's so little people that had a Wii U that this works right now. It's letting them get a game out that, they wouldn't have had anything this month and it would have been dry. And, the steam from Zelda is starting to wear off. So it's like they needed something, and this helps because nobody played the damn game. And you can see by its record-setting 459,000 copies sold, which is the best that Mario Kart's ever done.
Ridiculous.
All those burned Wii U owners.
I mean, yeah, it sucks. It sucks you got burned, but
yeah, I'm done with them.
There's just not enough out there who are going to be pissed because I would probably say, I mean, obviously a good little percentage bought the Switch.
A large percentage of them are big Nintendo fans, so they'll just buy whatever. They don't care. And then, like, everyone else is just like, well, whatever.
I don't even understand how that argument makes sense. They're going to buy whatever. Then people would have bought Wii U. But clearly that didn't happen.
They did. Those were those people.
13 million.
And then a lot of the same ones bought a Switch because they're like, all right, I like Nintendo.
That doesn't even... You go from 100 million
a percentage of those people
of the Wii to 13 million on the Wii U.
The Wii is not the same type of thing.
What does that even mean?
The Wii is its own thing. It's totally separate from
just
every
like the
other...
Wii U is its own thing. And like the Switch is its own thing. What is that?
I think the problem with the Wii U was that people didn't understand it was its own thing. That was the biggest problem.
The problem was the marketing for it. Yeah, I mean, nobody had an idea what it was. And we said that.
And the people that bought the Wii thought the Wii U was an add-on.
I went back to our podcast of that reveal, and I said that this is the most confusing fucking conference they've ever had.
The people who bought the Wii U are the people who, like, trusted in Nintendo. And a lot of them trusted it in it again.
Mike's point is those are the core Nintendo fans, and he's right. Those are who bought the Wii U. Nobody else did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now you're being, if you trust them a lot, you'll be like, all right, I'll get a Switch again and play kind of these same games again. That's fine. And for some people, that's fine. But for people like me who are like, I don't want to play this and buy this again, it's like, oh, okay, fuck you. We made a mistake with this system, so we'll leave you in the dust.
I don't even understand how you make that argument. Like,
I just did.
Why? Because they didn't release DLC for a game 3 years after it was out?
Why not? If it's available.
3 years after it's out. What other game has DLC that's coming out 3 years after it was released?
It's been done before.
Okay, but like what ones?
I don't know, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying you shouldn't feel like. I
can name one off the top of my head, but I'm just gonna stay quiet. I might be wearing a shirt. I don't know.
What is it?
Your favorite game, Tony. Yeah, your favorite game.
Oh, Destiny's like a games of service. Come on. That's expansions.
That's true.
I mean, it should be expansions, but they're really just DLC.
Right. Okay, so how much money have you spent on Destiny if you bought it at retail?
If you buy,
$60
we've done it.
$60 for the base game.
$250 or
a year later, $40 for Taken King, right? There's probably one DLC I missed in there.
Yeah.
There's 2 DLCs.
Two, yeah. Iron Banner and the Wolves.
Oh, no. It's,
the Wolves and the
Dark Below. Yeah, Dark Below, and you had
the House of Wolves.
The House of Wolves, right? Those 2. Then you had the Taken King. Then you had Rise of Iron.
Okay,
those are the paid ones.
Hold on. Are they still okay? We'll use this example. Are they still releasing the DLC for Destiny on PS3 and 360?
This year they stopped that in September.
Oh, they stopped that.
That's a good one.
Oh, so yeah, so this is really more like Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, except it's on a new system and being marketed as an exclusive.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom's on sale this week on PSN.
Yeah.
It's like $15, isn't it? I don't know.
Not worth it.
But anyways, continue on. Mario Kart, you were talking.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Battle mode's good.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Those 3.
Yeah, I haven't opened mine yet. Corey, did you open Mario Kart? You got it, right?
Yeah.
I saw him online the other day.
Yeah, playing the Switch.
Online.
So wait, your
Mario Kart
first Switch game that you've played is Mario Kart.
No, he's played.
Because I know you skipped Zelda.
And play Tetris.
You did play a little Zelda. I thought you just skipped it straight up.
I started a little bit. I'm still on the plateau, but I got through a couple of the shrines. And then played Puyo Tetris, Shovel Knight, and Mario Kart.
Like I can see myself playing a lot more Switch over the summer. That's because that's like smaller experiences there.
Mm-hmm.
But
the problem is like it's bigger games I want to play on like PS4 or Xbox. So, but with the Mario Kart, the thing I'm a little like I like that everything's available right away, but at the same time I'm like, but now there's nothing to race for.
Like but unlocking. Why? Yeah.
Well, you still want to race to pick up coins to unlock like
the
part customization. Sure. Yeah, I mean that's a big part of the game because if you want to be competitive, none of the starting ones are really that good.
Okay, but that's the other thing is it doesn't really explain anything to you either.
Yeah.
So it's like okay, so I have a new tire. What does this tire do? Like I have no idea what this tire does, and
you press the plus button and it'll tell you.
Yeah, but like I said, it doesn't.
I know.
It's not very intuitive. But at the same time, it's a great game. It's Mario Kart, and like you have so much fun because you can just like it's bite size. A race takes under 3 minutes. It's like so, or if that it takes like maybe 5 minutes, maybe. But it's great bite size and it's perfect for a handheld. I think that's where this game shines as a handheld game, and that you can set up easily with other Switch owners because everyone has it. And I kind of wish I just have everything digitally because it kind of sucks to take the cartridges out.
Like I kind of do too, but like the GCU discount was just too good for it, especially with the PC.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I got the Puyo and the Mario Karts and Zelda, all 3 of those games physically because
now your wife likes Mario Kart, right?
Yeah, we played it. She kicked my butt.
Really?
Yeah.
I put on the there's a new feature for auto steering. That's actually really like a good way to play for like beginners or like.
Well, that's the thing is my kid. He's about 2 years old. I hand him the little thing. He's just messing with the buttons, but he's still going. He's even 11th. I'm like, all right,
that's not bad. Yeah.
So But I have to say, the little slidey things, they suck.
Yeah.
Like they
What's
put on
the shoulder straps.
Oh,
yeah.
Straps. Yeah.
So like because you really have to push the button down, and if you don't push it down very specifically or extremely hard, you don't drift and you don't shoot. So like you're like, oh fuck, what am I doing? And then like by the time you lose your lane and it's over.
Yeah. Somebody on Gaff actually posted that they got the wheel attachments, kind of like they did for Wii on the Wii version of Mario Kart. And they actually said, like, well, the one good thing is, like, you actually get, like, big L and R buttons on the back. And some people are like, huh. And it's, like, the thing is, it's not as big as the original Wii wheel. I think it's, like, a little small, obviously, because the Joy-Cons are smaller. But they're like, that might be, like, a bad way to play, like, 2D games and stuff, because, like, the L and R are just, like, that much better to press and stuff like that. And I was like, interesting. I think one of my neighbors at my apartment complex is actually getting those, so I'll try those out, hopefully.
I heard that the Insignia ones are actually pretty good, too.
Really?
Like
That's
the non-Nintendo.
Yeah.
Insignia?
Well, hey, there's no more Mad
Cats.
Cats. There's no more Mad Cats.
That's a modern day. I was trying to get there.
Someone's got to take the mantle, Tony. Someone's got to take the mantle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Someone's got to take the mantle.
Yeah.
It's like, Mad Cats is going out of business, and Insignia's like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
But like what I was reading is that they actually because there's not as much protection on the buttons, I guess, because Nintendo kind of gives it a little more rubbery. It's when you hit the button, it's actually much more immediate. So with the Nintendo one, there's like that cushion, so you have to really press it. Same thing with the wrist strap things. Like there's more resistance or something to the button, and where the Insignia one is just like you hit it, it's like immediate.
Yeah.
So it wasn't affecting people as much.
Okay.
So.
What else?
I mean, as far as what else I've been playing, like same thing, a little Puyo Puyo Tetris. I think it's a fun game, good puzzle game. And then I got some more Persona in, which I think I'm at 12 hours now.
Yay.
Oh man, you're never beating this, dude.
I'm making my way.
Your new kid is gonna turn 1 before you beat this game.
Yeah, that's possible.
That is possible.
I want to play it. I just, it's hard, but I get an hour in here and there, so. I still, like, if this was on Switch, I mean, I'd be all on this. It'd be awesome.
Man.
Yeah.
And so, like, again, I think I mentioned this before, but I'm really contemplating getting a Vita just so I can remote play to this thing. So I can play it while I'm, like, watching my kid.
Just give it till E3. Maybe it gets announced for Switch.
Yeah. No, it's no way. There's no way Persona 5.
This year is not coming out this year.
No, I'm just saying maybe it gets announced. Maybe it gets announced.
No,
Golden.
no.
In 1 year, we might see like
a mainline. You will not see a mainline Persona game. You might see like them fighting games or those dancing games or that other whatever that cutesy chibi game was. Yeah. You might see those types of games, but there's no way every mainline Persona game has been on PlayStation.
All right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think we could see it. I mean, come on, dude. Atlas is gonna be like, we need money. I mean, Persona Q, like they open the door there, man.
That's the chibi one, right?
I know, but I'm saying like they're opening the door there, Yeah,
maybe I don't see it. I don't see that happening.
If money's to be made,
sure,
because they're not gonna get any Vita sales, no Vita sales at all.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna do the golden on this one, so
that's what I'm saying. So it's golden on Switch.
Yep. We'll see.
I hope so.
I'll make a long-term bet with you though.
What's the bet?
The Persona Golden?
It'll actually come out.
Persona 5 will come out in some form on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is a long-term bet.
Yep.
I mean, if you give me like a year, like
a year?
No, I'm saying
for announced.
A year. What year do you think it comes to the Switch by?
How about
2020?
Yeah, 2020. I'll do that by 2020.
All right. That's
calendar date 2020.
Wow. Jesus, we'll be old men at that point.
All right.
Mark it.
Yep.
Mark it.
Boom.
Somebody mark it.
We haven't done a lot of bets recently.
No, we haven't. We've been quiet. I'm shell-shocked. I don't want to watch this shit.
It's like we gave each other 2 bad movies.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I still haven't watched any of it.
I think we should.
There's new Adam Sandler movies.
Should redo the bet system. I like the bets. I think the bets are fun. I think we should do bets more often. But maybe do something like in fantasy where like there's like a leaderboard and we can like keep track and like maybe at the end of the month whoever's got the lowest bet total has to watch a movie.
That's
okay.
I think maybe
we have to make a bet every week. So.
Yeah, it has to be a new bet. Oh, this could be cool. It's not too hard.
I think maybe we should do, instead of watching movies, though, I think we should do something on screen since we have our YouTube thing going on.
Possibly. Or maybe
some sort of visual thing, or, some...
You have to watch a PewDiePie video or some shit like that.
Yeah. I do that normally anyway. I don't care.
Oh, Mike, what are you supporting that guy for?
Oh, man. I'm just throwing stuff out there, but I think that'd be interesting, because, like I said, the bets are fun, and, like, if it's not for something as serious as maybe a movie, we could just have, like that leaderboard and maybe have a title or something.
Why don't we do, like, a movie draft or something? Like how well the movies do, how many points you get, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, the movies, we could bet on the box office. We can, there's a lot of things to bet on. Games-wise, we can bet on Metacritic scores if we wanted,
all right, we'll discuss this after the podcast.
Yeah, we'll discuss it.
All right. Anything else, Corey? That's it. Just normal crap, right?
Yeah, Destiny.
All right, Mike, you finished Mass Effect, didn't you?
Yes, I finished Andromeda.
So before you continue,
98 hours.
How long?
98.
Jesus.
It's 2 more hours, man. Get that century mark.
Get the 100 hours. Do something.
We'll see if I can squeeze something out from it.
Do something. You have to tell me right now, if the game were not to be made again, this is the last game in the set. This is it. The only game that will be made in the Andromeda Galaxy. If it's the last one, was it satisfying? Then I'm not playing this game.
The ending sort of sets up, at least for DLC. I know that almost certainly something's going to come out there, but it's sort of like a precursor, it feels like, to a whole new sort of universe.
I'm not disagreeing with you. It felt like that 20 hours in, and that's why I stopped, because I don't think I want to play a game that doesn't have a sequel. That's meant to have
Why do you think this isn't going to have a sequel?
So wait, if it has a sequel, are you playing it? If that sequel gets announced a year from now.
Yes, I've already said that. I will finish this game if that happens. So. But it won't.
Yeah, the ending...
I think we have a bet.
The ending does seem a little abrupt, and I don't know the different permutations of the ending because I haven't looked them up or anything. But obviously, I did pretty much everything.
Oh, it's red, green, and blue.
No, but it's a real love fest because I did everything possible. It's almost gross.
Tony. I am a player in Persona, by the way. I just couldn't stop myself. I was well, here we go. Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
Just every girl.
Go ahead, Mike. Go on.
That's true. Yeah, so there's some mildly interesting post-game stuff that I might check out. But, again, it's like 7.75 game. It's really flawed. It's disappointing compared to the other ones.
Everything I've heard about this game, including the ending now, I just don't want to play it.
It's, I don't know. When you get in the feedback loop of just leveling up and finding the interesting side quests in between everything and doing stuff with Jal, who's actually interesting, and his people, there's still enough that I think anyone who's a fan of Mass Effect should play through this game.
No, if it's not getting any other game in the series, if it's not getting,
I still want to play it, and I looked at it and I saw it was $30 at Best Buy. I'm like, that's still too high.
It's getting close.
Damn high.
So it's getting closer. So I think by Black Friday, I think it'll probably be $20, and I'll get it for $20.
Mm-hmm.
If you like the franchise, you should play it. If you don't, then no.
I just these 100-hour games, it's hard to get.
You don't need to spend that much time with. There's a lot of pretty optional side quests I did. You could have beat this and gotten the loyalty of everyone in maybe 50 hours.
All right.
Anything else, Mike? So anything else?
Nothing of note. Just
98 hours. I would assume you didn't do anything else, really. But you did finish it early in the week, right?
I mean, I haven't been working too much. I'm coming back from an injury, so I had some extra time working 2 days a week.
Yeah.
But I played some Rocket League too, and that's it.
All right, let's get into the game news. We're going to kick it off with Nintendo. Obviously, the Switch is the hot thing right now. And you were able to get them in April, mostly because Nintendo paid extra to air freight that shit to us. That was the news that came out today. They dropped some significant cash to, instead of, they usually slow boat them, right? Yeah, they slow boat them.
Everybody does.
Yeah, so they air freighted these consoles over to get them in the stores. That little bit that you saw, the trickle.
Gotta get them in for Mario Kart, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, the Target by us was packed with them.
Dude, like when you post that picture, I was like, "What the? Like, where the fuck do you guys live?" Because like,
I went the day after like that. I went the next day and it was still there.
Yeah, like I don't understand because like I've only seen it at one Walmart in any part of Pennsylvania. Like here at King of Prussia, here at work, 15 minutes away. Back home in Easton, like I've seen 3 Switches in the wild one weekend. I was like, huh.
I've now seen, that they had 6 left, I think, that day, and so I'm thoroughly convinced at this point, that the NES Classic never existed. Because I've seen the Switch. I own one, but I have never seen it in the store.
Yeah.
But now I've seen it, and I never saw the NES Classic. So fuck you, Nintendo.
What could you do?
So they air freighted those Switches over. We already mentioned that Mario Kart 8 numbers. Neo Geo Arcade titles are selling very well. 200,000 copies sold worldwide on the Switch. Those Neo Geo Arcade, the classic games that they came out with. See, now,
it helps when there's like nothing else
that's what
to buy.
So this is
Great,
like
nothing.
This is like
all or nothing.
This is
marketing.
like Corey buying Call of Duty, I think. People are hungry for games on a new system, so you get this grace period where they'll buy a bunch of shit. I'm not saying hold up.
The price was right too, though. I mean, $8. Right?
I'm not saying these Neo Geo Classic games are shit. Hang on, let me rephrase that. I'm saying that they'll sell the way they are because people are trying to buy stuff all over the place. Like,
it's the new toy syndrome.
Yeah. That's helping these other sales. And I think it's even helping like Mario Kart 8's release. It's helped from that fact that
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, almost 500,000 in one day. Yeah, one day in just North America. Yeah. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. So that's what I was talking about earlier, Mike, when we were mentioning that stuff. I feel like
I mean, like, obviously all these people, very few of them are making measured decisions like, oh, this is battle mode. That's why I want this.
But you don't make those decisions when you buy a new console. It's a honeymoon phase, Mike. You buy whatever. Like, that's why I'm like. Now, the fact that Corey rebuys Call of Duty all the time. Of course, I bought the last one, so I can't. I'm the culprit here too. But you forgive him after the first one, but he always buys the second one. So if he buys Grand Theft Auto 5 again, though, I'm gonna have to cause a ruckus.
Again.
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I never bought the first.
Oh, all right.
I bought 4. I was duped just like everybody.
Yeah.
I bought 5. They're good. They're not great. They're good games. I don't think they're as great as everyone thinks they are.
The 800 million copies it's sold worldwide now because of it's always in the top chart.
I have to say, I don't know if like this was out the last podcast, but Call of Duty World War II looks pretty good. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for a World War II game. So.
Are you excited for them to go back? Like, I've already done World War II.
Where were you 15 years ago?
Yeah. Like, where were you for the entire PS2 generation?
Yeah, playing every version of World War II that existed.
No, you had to play like Medal of Honor. What was it? It was Medal of Honor back then, right?
Yeah, Medal of Honor. You had Battlefield Brothers in Arms.
You had Battlefield 1942.
That's PC.
There were like
hundreds
of World War II games for a period of time.
I'm so glad when we got away from
I loved Wolfenstein. The Wolfenstein game, and that was like a kind of, obviously, an alternate history version of it. But that Wolfenstein game that came out was fantastic.
I heard.
It's like really...
I heard fantastic. I think that they did a great job with that.
Aside from the, online, like, community, the real reason why Modern Warfare was a big deal is because it's Modern Warfare, and they got away from World War II originally.
Yeah. Yeah. And now it's time to go back. I mean, that's the thing. Is it's
really
too much of these.
I can't wait to see what the kill streaks are like.
Isn't it like a thing you can't go home again? Isn't there like a saying like that?
Yeah, but
it's the trailer.
Media has proven that wrong lately. Every remake imaginable.
Like, I'll take the opposite end of the spectrum, Corey, because like I just feel like when this game comes out and it does well, I'm just gonna be like, these fucking gamers. Like, it's just like it doesn't matter.
We had that conversation on Slack. I know, like, it's you don't want to see the Call of Duty games, but I was like, again, like, they've kind of changed up a lot, and they have the 3 studios doing it. They're getting 3 years to make them, and they are essentially different games. Like, you have the Black Ops series, right. You have the
right. I think Tony's talking about more of the amount that they sell, like just the.
I'm talking about the amount that they're selling, and just like that.
No, I know,
because they're so successful, they're drawing these other people. You have Battlefield now and all this. Other stuff. It's just like there are other games besides shooters out there, but
I just get bored with
big
like
market.
military.
I mean, biggest game right now.
Style shooters. Like, I don't want to be soldier number one, it's not interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how. I mean, they've been pretty good with the stories, and I think Advanced Warfare was an interesting story with Kevin Spacey in it too.
I forgot that one. They all feel the same to me at this point.
I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 2. That was the last one.
Yeah, like I actually got Modern Warfare 1 actually for free because somebody from Infinity Ward?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Infinity Ward. Yeah.
Yeah, was posting on NeoGAF, and he started a thread. He's like, because like they were trying to make the game like big. They're like, if you private message me and promise that you will post in a thread here about this game, I'll send you a free copy of this. I was like, all right, sure, I'll play a free Xbox 360 game. And I posted my impression. I was like, wow, this is actually pleasantly like surprising. Like I didn't expect it to like that much, to be honest. So when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I was like, oh, you know what? I'll try this, because everybody else is getting it too. Because Modern Warfare 1, I think, was just a surprise hit. And I love Modern Warfare 2. I kind of equate that to like the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 of first-person shooters.
Because
everything was
the
broken.
refined
like,
game, yeah.
Yeah, it's like no scopes, noob tubes, like knifing. Like everything was so broken. It's just like, what did you want to be broken at?
Yeah.
And then
I played that
Black
game. I actually even played that game, and I don't play the multiplayer of that, but I was playing that. So
yeah, and then what is it? Black Ops 1 came out. I didn't care for that, and then Modern Warfare 3 came out after that, and I was just like, this sucks. I'm done with this game. Like I'm done with this franchise.
You know what's funny is like I liked the last game. I just played the Infinite Warfare, the Infinite thing. Like I enjoyed that campaign, and now I'm like I don't really have any interest in playing a World War II game. I just don't.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like one thing I will say is like I do appreciate that they do have 3 studios and not like just one churning it out every year and just squatting out. Like that would be the worst possible. It's again just more so like, man, like people really love their fucking military shooters. Like
yeah, it's still a big thing.
Yeah,
I mean, it's always been big.
Shooters
like,
in general. I mean,
I mean, it's always been big. Like we were just mentioning Medal of Honor. We were mentioning, they've always been around. These.
No, they've always been around, but like I feel like.
Remember SOCOM?
10 years now. Yeah.
I mean, they've always been out there, so.
But I mean, like Call of Duty has been on top for so long now.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true.
Like it helped kill like Halo. You don't see that. SOCOM, you don't see that. Like, just Call of Duty, and now you have Battlefield. We'll see how that does. I heard it was moderately successful.
Yeah.
But it just spawns all this other stuff, like the Tom Clancy shit. Like, God, how the fuck do all these people play these shooters? I don't understand it.
I don't know. You have that much time. Let's see what else we have news. Oh, new 2DS XL coming in July. That's right, a new handheld from Nintendo.
Yep.
That's the old handheld.
Yeah, listen, and they're like,
what's old is new. What's new is old.
I like the new look, by the way. I do like it.
Kind of like the new look for the NES Classic.
Ooh,
what?
Corey.
That's not a real thing.
It's an invisible look.
Why are you talking about unicorns? They don't exist. They don't exist.
They only exist in Starbucks.
Yes, apparently they extract the sugar out of the unicorns.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's a tangent. That just missed.
That was completely out of nowhere though for the 2DS XL.
Yeah,
I
it was.
Like, that's weird
timing with like how success they're rolling with the Switch, and they announced a 2DS XL.
Well, I mean, the thing is, that's going to be aimed because it's coming at half the price of the Switch, $150.
Yeah.
So that's still probably aiming at the kids. Because the thing is, you put it up and there's like probably over 1,000 games for the 3DS family of systems. Switch, not even 100 yet. So for somebody who's like, yeah, I got a kid and I need to shut him up while he's, in the car with me this summer. Like, I'm just going to 2DS XL and a bunch of games, stuff like that. The hardware looks nice, and I think it just helps support that like third pillar dumb strategy or whatever you want to call it.
I mean,
you're not going to hand your 10-year-old a $300.
Yeah, you're definitely not. I mean, I know everybody's looking for them to announce the Switch as like their focus system, but E3 is going to be a mix still. It really is. It's really going to be a mix of 3DS and Switch games. So.
I think we get one more year out of in the rest of this calendar year. I think we see a lot of 3DS support going into 2018 and beyond. I think we'll start to see it.
Yeah.
Downward trend.
All right. Breath of the Wild DLC was detailed. The first DLC pack detailed yesterday. So we had no story, but they're giving us basically a horde mode almost version of their game. So you start with nothing in the game and you build up.
It's like a gauntlet.
Yeah. and you go 45 rooms long of enemies, and you have to start with nothing on you. So it sounds cool. It's not like something that's going to sell me on the DLC. I'm not going to get this pack, but it's got a whole bunch of new costumes from Majora's Mask.
Well, how much is it individually compared to the season pass, or whatever?
You can't buy it.
You can't buy it.
Okay, so then, yeah.
So, but I'm waiting.
So
for
you
them
know you're
to,
getting something.
Well,
something
yeah, but I don't
else.
know. I'm going to wait for them to announce whatever they're announcing for DLC 2. But you get a whole bunch of costumes in this from Majora's Mask, which everybody loves. People are really insanely talking it up like crazy. But there's also
I never remembered the love for Majora's Mask during
my
N64 days.
My brother just played
Never.
it, like in the last year or two. He's a big Zelda fan. He plays all of them, and he played that on the 3DS like a year or two ago, and he does not like it.
yeah,
It's like his least favorite Zelda game.
yeah.
That's what I remember a lot of people saying back when it came out.
It's very controversial because it's very
That's the
polarizing.
The timing thing. He's just like, fuck this time limit bullshit. He like.
Well, that's the thing is you can't take the game at your own pace. Like there's a lot of pressure and tension the whole time. You're just like, fuck, like if you get lost or something like that, you're just like, fuck this, I got to start over. Like that, like you're like, fuck, I don't have literally, I don't have enough time to finish this dungeon anymore. Like I have to restart. Like kind of like controller throwing, handheld throwing condition. So. I could totally understand that frustration, but at the same time, I think that's why a lot of people love it so much because it was a hard game.
It's one of those things you hate during the time it's out, and then you look back on it like, oh man.
Yeah.
It's like the original Dead Rising.
It's like bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's
those,
a good Rising.
I just got a weird.
What was that?
I just got a weird text message on Skype. Sorry.
Okay.
I did not get anything.
It's a weird pop-up about new. I think it was about emojis.
The movie?
Mm.
You sure it wasn't about like sexy singles in your area, Jim?
Yeah. Celebrate spring with our new emoticons. That's what I just got. A spam
Awesome.
message. Awesome. Anyways, go on.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
It's
But yeah,
Let's talk about
so
like, how fondly
the
people
Korok
remember it. It's like
seeds.
this.
That's it.
There's a mask in
So,
this
yeah.
now for the Korok seeds. Korok seeds, you can get like a mask that helps you find them. So that will help. A little help in the DLC. A couple other things on there. What else? Master Sword power up. That was from the Gauntlet thing.
The one cool thing, they have a new map feature that'll actually show you a
Oh, yeah, the
topography
path.
of the pathing. So the last 200 hours of gameplay, it'll show you like where you went. Like,
is that like retroactive? That's retroactive, right? So like as soon as you get the DLC pack, it shows you. Because I want to show you.
I hope so.
I want
Yeah.
people to see my. That's the only thing I do want people to see my map of how I got to where I went to because I hardly touched
Yeah.
the roads.
And that's the cool thing. I think like nobody's really talking about it because obviously we can't experience, but like just seeing and sharing like, hey, this was my route. Like this is how I beat the game. Like I went all the way fucking over here and then over here and then like fucking zigzag and like went back. And it's like, oh shit. And then you obviously went like what other direction, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I think it's going to be cool, pretty cool. And it'll help with exploration too because you're like, oh wait, I didn't go to this area ever, or at least in the last 200 hours I didn't.
Yeah.
So, help you with finding where you need to go.
And lastly, they patched in audio versions for the Zelda game finally, so you can listen to the Japanese audio when you play the game instead of doing the English.
Is
Any
this,
language.
a patch or is this
Any language. I'm sorry.
DLC?
It's
This
that's
is
a
a
patch.
patch. It's
And
out
the good
today.
news about
Okay.
that is because I fucking hated Zelda's voice.
Oh my god, dude. It's so mad. I wish you could almost toggle per character because like all the other characters I didn't mind. I really did. But Zelda's like it's just like, oh god, like why are you so bad at this? Why?
I don't know. I'm happy they have that though. So
Yeah. That's cool.
Other news: PS4 has shipped 60 million worldwide.
Very impressive.
Good for them.
Yeah, that's fantastic
impressive.
news.
They did 20 million last year.
Yeah, they're projecting
and
18 now, right?
Only 18. So
Yeah.
they hit their peak year according to them.
Mhm.
So
78.
it still has a chance at making 100 million.
I think it makes 100. I just don't know how far up it's going to go.
No, it really depends. There's another rumor. I don't think you posted it on the document. So one of the guys who successfully predicted both the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Pro last year
Mhm.
is saying that a PS5 is going to be out next year.
Yeah, I think that's way too fast.
That sounds like Jim's prediction about the Wii U coming out like 10 years ago or something. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
I think that was your first prediction on our podcast.
So
actually.
all these PS4 sales include the Pro, obviously.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, but that's not selling that well. The Pro. It's mostly just
They don't even
slips.
talk about it really.
Yeah.
It's just
Because
kind
it
of
doesn't make any sense.
I agree.
I know. But I mean, if they come out with a PS5, like that's just gonna cut any kind of momentum the PS4 has.
Yeah, that'll kill it.
There's it would be a mistake.
I wonder what they do with that.
I mean, it's
it's
interesting to see
weird.
what happens if that really is what happens.
I mean, if we're a year and a half away from a PS5, I mean, I'm assuming it'd be in November, right?
Yeah.
Unless they pull a Nintendo and do March now.
Then that would be the next year.
Yeah.
It'll be a year.
No.
Not
It's just
happening.
wait. There's no way. But hey, this guy has a history of being accurate with this stuff. So,
Yeah.
all right. What else we have? Darksiders 3 today. Darksiders 3 was revealed.
Leaked.
Looks
Leaked
shitty.
then revealed.
Yes, leaked and then they actually released the trailer. It looks shitty.
Yeah.
Oh.
I never played these games.
I never
don't
played them
really
either,
care for them,
but-
so it's like
They're
whatever
supposed to
me.
be really good,
Yeah.
like from what I've heard, and
And
like
I mean,
very Zelda-esque for
got
like,
Zelda
if you
slash-
don't have a Nintendo.
It's got like a Horizon look to it now, doesn't it? With the female
Well, it's got the
'Cause it has
female
a female
protagonist.
protagonist. Yeah. No, but
She has a
even
whip. She doesn't have
but
a
even
bow.
like the shot that I saw, the screenshot of it looked like very much Horizon, like the first.
I just think
screenshot.
it doesn't look good right now. Like the video of it looked very 360. Like I'm
Yeah.
watching a game developed for 360. Like that's what
Probably
it looked
started as a 360 game.
It could have, yeah. It is.
Well, I
it
mean,
is
we're only
the
on
dead
the
THQ.
third horseman, right? So we still have one more to go, I guess.
I mean,
after this.
to be honest, like Persona 5, started out as a PS3 game,
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see. 343 announced that they're going to make Halo 6 all about Master Chief, with no
Ugh.
side story characters or anything.
I can't roll my eyes hard enough. This is where the emoji for rolling eyes comes into play because
So much emoji talk.
I don't know. 343, and I'm
the
sorry, this
movie.
is just I'm gonna go on a Microsoft rant. These guys will say anything they fucking want to fucking try to gain your trust back. Like whatever, the fans are like, oh yeah, guys, we're totally cool on that. Like, trust me, we listened to you, it's gonna happen, and then fucking nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like they just say this shit.
I know, that's the
get you
problem we're
back.
running into. Like they keep saying we're gonna have games, and there are no games. So
It's really funny. Somebody in that one guest thread, like the when you're talking about like the first party stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody literally posted how earlier this year, like Phil Spencer was like, "Oh, I just went on a trip to Japan and talked to a lot of third party, developers, and we're really going to make it strong and stuff like that." Literally, there was an article about like 3 years ago where he said the same exact thing. It's just like,
yeah.
okay, cool. So we're just going and
At some point, you gotta like put your
put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. I'm at that point
Yeah,
for them
it's-
now.
Well,
Put
this
up or
might-
shut up. Put up or
This
shut
might
up.
be true, but it doesn't really matter that much in this case. Halo 6, it'll be Master Chief. Okay.
Nobody cares about Halo anymore. I feel
No,
like
that's-
because
but-
again,
They-
Call of Duty.
But a lot of the gripes are that you don't
ruined
play
it
enough
last time.
Yeah, you don't play enough of Master Chief anymore. So that was the biggest gripe with that game. So they're saying, well, that's your biggest gripe, so we're just going to focus on Master Chief. It doesn't
Also-
mean...
I think
Like the microtransactions,
Yeah.
pay to win stuff in the multiplayer was a big gripe too.
Sure, I'm just
I
talking
think
single
that
player.
the game and 4, I liked 4, is fine, but I think the series really ended in 3, and it didn't need a revival. Like
Yeah.
instead of bringing Master Chief back, and you want to make a Halo game, make those ODTS games, whatever.
ODSTs.
Make
ODST.
whatever it was. Make
Yeah.
like the Halo Reach games. Like that's fine. Just you don't need Master Chief if you want to make a Halo game. Just don't call it Halo. Call it something else, or call it Halo something.
Call it Destiny.
And then just do something different, because Master Chief as a character is a terrible character.
Yeah.
There's
got-
no.
He doesn't even
Substance
talk
to
in the
him.
first game, really, does he? Like, he doesn't have a line. I don't
He's
think
just
so.
an
In the
old
first
school
game?
video
Yeah.
game
He talks in the
character.
first
Does he?
game.
Huh.
Takes off his helmet, and then
First-
fades
What?
away.
That's dumb.
Right?
I think it's the second game he does that.
No, the second game ends with him saying, "We're gonna finish this fight,"
Yes.
and then he jumps
But not
out,
now.
and then credits roll.
Yeah, that was a terrible ending.
Halo 2 is just terrible in general.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Halo's dead franchise to me. So
Yeah.
probably playing Destiny.
All right.
Now Microsoft, I could totally see pulling a switcheroo and having a new system by the end of next year.
Well, we'll see what the Scorpio...
Called Scorpio 2.
That's what they think the Scorpio is, but
Dude,
What do we call this system? Like, is it going to be obviously not Scorpio because that's just the project name? Is it just going to be Xbox One Elite? I mean, we're just going to get the Elite.
Xbox One squared. Because when you
it
square
could be
one,
Elite. I mean, there's
you
still
get the same damn thing.
There's precedents for Elite. You got the Elite controller. You got the
controller.
Elite last time with 360.
They already had an Elite Xbox One. Didn't they sell like an Elite bundle?
Oh, I think they did.
Yeah, that's taken. It'd be very
Xbox One Super Elite Edition.
You could do that.
Xbox One Arbiter Edition.
Or it's just Xbox Elite, or just Xbox. Let's just get rid of all these numbers and names.
It could be just Xbox. We'll find out. So, do they like just?
It's just so weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we'll find out at E3, even though they told us we're not going to talk about Scorpio at E3. We're going to talk about games.
Look at their booth size. Like, I'm sorry, it doesn't show any confidence at all.
I mean, when Nintendo is twice the size of your booth and they don't do E3 normally, it's like
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's a problem. There's a problem.
Exactly.
So.
Nintendo got away with it last year with just showing Zelda, barely. But they had a good game. Like, what the fuck could Microsoft possibly show?
And the problem with like what Phil Spencer came out and said, like, really rubs me the wrong way as an Xbox owner. Like, he name drops Horizon, which is probably like going to be a top 3 game this year for me. Mm-hmm. You know, because obviously Destiny's in. Who knows?
Destiny takes like 3 spots.
But I mean, like, seriously, when you come out and say things like we don't want to make big single player experiences like Persona 5. Stuff like that, and like Horizon, things like that. Like,
he name dropped Zelda too. It's like
Zelda, like, you're not gonna want to make games that people are playing that are getting fantastic scores and they're selling.
In that context, he was talking about how good those 2 games are, but he said that he's not sure a single player experience sells on the system.
He's not sure they can make the money in microtransactions about the online community.
He mentioned that those 2 games are the exception to the rule, is what he said.
Except the games like Nier doing the gangbusters, and like Yakuza 0 has been very highly rated and been pretty popular on PS4.
Yeah. Persona 5 over a million units. Nier over a million units now. Like,
I want a single player experience. I want I like these games. So.
And fuck, even Mass Effect is selling great. I mean, like, dude, come on, like.
I don't know. I think that whole statement.
When the people are like, at the head of your company, they're just gonna cut off that type of thing and not maybe give something a chance. I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way.
Exactly.
And you know, one thing that I was thinking about, because you know, one of the gripes that we've had, and I know Mike, you talked a lot about this, about how like Sony apparently, you know, we don't formally know, but it's suspected that Sony's the one that's not playing ball with the cross-platform play. Mm-hmm. But like, if think about it from Sony's perspective, they have nothing to really gain from that by allowing it.
The number one.
Right, they're number one. And like by allowing that, it just allows people to not buy PlayStation 4. So it's like, yeah, of course
I think I've been saying that since this is coming out. Like, we're not going to see it. There's nothing for them to gain. And like, the Xbox is fledgling here. Like, what is they're going to throw Xbox a bone? Like, what the fuck?
So, exactly. So the thing is, Corey, is like you have Phil Spencer saying like, oh, you don't want to chase these like single player experiences because like only a few of them do well. But then you're not even offering, like, you're not the most competitive when it comes to third-party, you know, multiplayer online stuff.
Right. You're not even getting exclusive things. Like Destiny, I'm going to play on Xbox because my friends are there, but I'm going to miss out on content because it's going to be exclusive to PlayStation.
Yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, exclusive content.
That's another one. Yeah.
Call of Duty is even, like, Microsoft used to have Call of Duty in their fucking pocket. That's the whole reason that the price of Xbox Live went to $60.
And 360 was booming because everybody was playing on Call of Duty,
Oh, yeah. This is what happens. I mean, like, the third parties pretty much choose. They see who has the most systems in the wild. That's where they make their dev kits, like, based on. And then they also do the expansions or the little deals here and there with them, too.
Yeah.
So this is what happens. It just switched this time. It went from 360 to PS4. And it's complete flip of the script.
But then you see how Microsoft is trying to, like... I feel like play a dangerous game because they don't want to themselves invest in it because like, oh, you know, we either don't have the studios, we don't have the talent, or a combination of that to make, you know, a game on a budget that will sell well and profit for us. But we'll make these deals with, like, take for example Square Enix, you know, and Tomb Raider. Like, we're gonna have you guys shoulder the majority of this cost, and we'll cut you a deal. I don't know what that deal was, whether it was promotion, you know, marketing. Free marketing, et cetera, et cetera. But then, like, you look at that, and what was the last Tomb Raider game called?
Rise of
the Tomb Raider.
Like, I mean, that cut those legs off of that franchise. Like, Tomb Raider 2013.
But they're announcing a new one soon, I heard, today.
It's not gonna
be out, but they are making a new game.
Right, but at the same time, like, okay, So here, do you expect that one to be Xbox One exclusive again for a year?
No,
absolutely
not a chance.
So like, you want to talk about shitting on like fans, like that shit on fans. Like, oh look, we're just gonna release this third-party game randomly exclusive on one system, and it does terrible. Just like Dead Rising. Dead Rising is fucking dead now.
Yeah, it is.
It's dead. The fucking series is dead. Thanks, Microsoft.
Yeah. All right. Last bit of news. MVC Infinite has a release date for September 19th.
Ugh.
I didn't like the trailer, so I don't care about mentioning it really. But
dude, the game just looks like it has no soul, right? Like, am I the only one?
Yes, that is exactly what I got.
It feels like it's a fucking mobile game.
It looks old.
Yeah. It just doesn't look. Yeah, it just doesn't.
No, like that Marvel's Champions game that we were at Comic-Con and played on the iPad.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, yes, no, it is cool. Yeah.
No lie. If they were like the same resolution, like, I would be like, I don't know which game is which, to be honest. Like, it just looks so like
generic and
boring. Exactly. Generic. Like, you look at Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and you know how fucking much I hate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate vs. Capcom 3. But at least it looks pretty decent. Like, it's not the best, but like it's very stylized, with the comic booky feel. This just feels so lifeless and generic.
I would like them to go back to sprites on this kind of a game.
I mean, I would too, dude, but like sprites are expensive. And not to mention there's not that many sprite artists in the industry.
Damn. Like, someone's got to get into that shit.
Why do you think freaking
sprites are more expensive?
Ultra Edition, whatever that's coming out next month for Switch is going to be like $40?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, for a sprite, you need to animate every single
frame.
Single thing, every single frame, for however many characters you want. Rather, with like a 3D game, you just make their character model, and then you just need to,
move them. Yeah,
move it. Dangle.
I guess that makes sense.
Which is really upsetting because
I mean, they could have even used the Street Fighter 5-4 look too, which I think is much more stylized.
Yeah, right. Or even you look like at fucking like the new Guilty Gear games. They're running on Unreal 4. Yeah. And it looks amazing.
Yeah. And it's 2D, and then they go into 3D with some of the supers, which is awesome.
It's a cool mix. It's a cool mix, without a doubt. Those games have always looked really nice, though. Yeah, like, Guilty Gear's always had a good style. So,
like, how can that company I can only assume a fraction of a budget make a game look that awesome on that budget, and then Capcom just makes it look so shitty.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's not
got their name on it too, so you know that they don't want to put out a shitty game, but.
Game of the Year contender, right?
Well, that's what Marvel said about their own
stuff. Okay.
Their own stuff.
I would kind of like at this point Marvel to unshackle themselves from Capcom and make their own type of fighting game. I know they've had stuff in the past like that people didn't like Marvel.
Like, who are you gonna go to?
But they're not making their own games.
Anyone.
They're gonna have to go to a fighting game.
Just go to any.
Yeah.
They can find someone. Go to NetherRealm. Marvel versus.
Fuck
Marvel
that!
versus
I don't want a goddamn Mortal Kombat. I knew that's where you were going with this garbage. No.
Fuck you, Jim. It's a better system.
No, it's
not. I like
not.
Mortal Kombat better. I mean, not better, but I was always a Mortal Kombat guy. Like Street Fighter 5 or 4.
Like I'm gonna probably play Injustice 2 because I like the story part of it. But fuck that fighting system.
Okay.
And I'm fine with them using Street Fighter as a fighting system. I don't think it looks good. That's all. Like, I'm okay with the fighting system there. Obviously.
I'm just talking about pure looks. But by the way, they are supposedly changing the input method style. Somebody on GAF who apparently has connections was like, yeah, people are going to be pretty pissed off when they find out how to do a Dragon Punch in this game. And people kept, pressing him for it. Apparently, to do a Dragon Punch now, it's down, punch.
No. All right, NetherRealm, step in because it's the same fucking thing then.
No, but hear me out. I
cap circles and stuff, Jim, that much?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I think this is a good thing. I honestly think this is a good thing because you think about these games, like the hardcore 2D fighters, are very, very technical. They've only gotten worse, especially like Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4, all that stuff was super technical and it just required huge execution instead of just feeling the gameplay or the fight out and stuff like that. Where you look as Smash Brothers, I mean that has the easiest input style where it's just hold the direction and press one of two buttons.
Yeah.
That's where the money is, man.
Okay. All right.
That's where it is.
All right.
Well, at least that's their thought process. We'll see if it plays.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. All right. I think that's going to wrap up 342. Thanks for tuning in, listeners and viewers. Write us podcast at allyoucangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter at allyoucangeek. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep tuning in. Next week, I had a question this week for Tony. I didn't remember it during the podcast, so it's a topic we'll get into. It's about the next generation, actually, systems. So we'll get into it next week. All right. Tune in then. Thanks for listening and viewing.